Hello everyone, welcome to this series of our online lecture about engineering curves. In first lecture we have seen basics about the different curves, typically speaking about conic curves. So we will deal with some different terminologies about engineering curves in this video. So while drawing these curves, there is one method which is known as focus directrix method. Okay, so we will see that this vertical line is a directrix, a line, we can say that it is a DD, and this chain thin line, drawn from this point number C, exactly perpendicular to this directrix is nothing but a axis. Okay, now just imagine this is F1, which is nothing but a focus, which is nothing but a fixed point. Okay, so this red colored curve is nothing but a ellipse one. Okay, so this extreme points on this axis are nothing but the vertex. Okay, so this vertex E. Okay, so this is a vertex for ellipse. Now just consider this green curve which is a parabola. Okay, so this is a vertex P for parabola. We can say that this is VP is nothing but a vertex for parabola. Then this curve is nothing but vertex for hyperbola. Now this F2 is fixed point. Okay, so for ellipse F1 and F2, these are two fixed points, and VE and here VE, these are extreme points which are nothing but the vertex. Okay, so for ellipse there are two vertices, or we can say verti, and for parabola and hyperbola there will be a single vertex. Now we know the eccentricity has a huge importance for drawing these conic curves, right? So it is nothing but VF by VC. So what exactly this VF represents? Okay, so it is nothing but distance of focus from this vertex, right? Distance of focus from the vertex divided by VC is nothing but distance of vertex from this directrix. So for an ellipse, eccentricity is always less than 1. So VF by VC will be less than 1. Eccentricity for parabola is equals to 1. So here you can see that this CF distance is equally divided by this VP. That's why eccentricity is equals to 1. For hyperbola, eccentricity is 1. So here you can see that this VF, so VH F1 will be more than this VHC. So this is also hyperbola, eccentricity greater than 1. For parabola, eccentricity equals to 1. For ellipse, eccentricity is less than 1. So vertical line is nothing but a directrix, which is a fixed line. Okay. Horizontal line, it is nothing but a axis. Now we will see whatever learn. What is focus, what is directrix, what is axis. So focus is a fixed point. For ellipse it is F1 and F2. Directrix it is a straight line, right, represented by DD. Then axis, a line passing through the focus and perpendicular to directrix. Okay, vertex, the point at which conics intersect the axis, or we can say that these are the extreme points on the axis. Okay. So this is the diagram we have already learned. Now what are different applications of ellipse? Okay, so arc of bridges, then pipes bend, elliptical gears. Okay, the ends of cylindrical tanks are elliptical in shape. Okay, also you can say that water tankers, then milk tankers are kind of elliptical in shape. Okay, then we can say that elliptical path. Okay, so it is a path followed by earth around the sun, or we can say that it is a path followed by different planets around the sun. Okay. Then milk tankers, shape of a tunnels, entry and exit points. Okay, generally we can say that these are semicircular also, to measure the time required to cover the distance for missiles, designing a kitchen accessories. Okay, so these are the different shapes we can say that are real life examples of ellipse. So here we can see that this is the arc of bridge. Okay, it is in elliptical shape. Okay, these are the elliptical ends for a tanker. Okay, so these are the elliptical flange, sorry, okay, which are used to connect the two pipe sections. Okay, here again entry and exit point for tunnels. Okay, some different types of elliptical playgrounds. Then this is a dining table, okay, in a elliptical shape. So these are different, we can say, real life examples of elliptical shapes. Now we will see the different parabolic moments, right? So whatever the trajectory, okay, so for if this is a football, whatever the trajectory followed by that particular ball, okay, whether it is basketball, whether it is missile, or whether it is a cricket ball, okay, so the path followed by that ball is nothing but a parabolic. So for ballistic, or we can say that missiles, okay, the path followed will be a, again here, a parabolic. Okay, again these are again important, we can say, examples of parabola. Okay, so these are, we can say, emitters of signal or receivers of signal. Okay, you may have observed the dish of your set top boxes, right? So these are in a shape of, we can say, parabola. Then solar concentrators, right, sound reflectors, and one of the important is light reflectors. Okay, so this is the parabolic curve traced by a ballistic missile. Then light reflector. Okay, if you have observed uh, in front of your, what we can say, a automobile, okay, so for light reflecting purpose a parabolic shape is used. Okay, just notice the light reflector of your buses, okay, then trucks. Okay, just because of this parabolic shape we can transmit the light towards larger extent. So again this is the, we can say, water jet following parabolic path. Then your shuttlecock of this sport, okay, so it is parabolic path. Then for application of hyperbola, okay, so hyperbolic curve based application is cooling tower. Okay, there are also various examples of parabola. Okay, so to avoid confusion between parabola and hyperbola, just remember cooling towers are made up of hyperbola. Okay, so the stiffness of that hyperbola curve is less than your, we can say, parabola. So we will learn in this video about a rectangular method to draw ellipse. Okay, so if this is a numerical or problem statement that to draw ellipse by rectangle method, major axis is 100 mm and minor axis is 70 mm. Okay, everyone knows that what is major axis of ellipse and what is minor axis of ellipse. So what we will do, we will construct this horizontal axis. Okay, let's call it as AB. Then again we will draw this central line dividing this line AB, having minor axis which is equals to 7 centimeter long. Let's name it as CD. Now passing through all these points A, B, C, D, we will construct this rectangle. Now what we will do, we will divide this line, okay, which is passing through this point A towards up till this end of this rectangle into, let's say, 4 parts. Okay, so part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Okay, so this line is divided into 4 parts. Now what we will do is we will divide this line, okay, from A towards right till this center line into again 4 parts. Likewise here vertical 4 parts, horizontal also 4 parts. Now we will again name 1 2 3, or we can name it as 1 2 dash 1 dash 2 dash. Okay, likewise. So we are now joining point number 1 to D, likewise point number 2 to D, point number 3 to D, and already point number 4 is joined with D. Now through point 1 I will draw a line from this point C, okay, passing through this point 1 till this line which is 1D. Now again from C passing through 2 till this 2D. Now again from C passing through this point number 3 till this 3D line. Okay, so we will have this intersection point like this red one, okay, this point, then this one, then this one. Okay, let's name them as point P1, P2, P3. As we have divided this distance into 4 parts, we will divide again this distance into 4 parts from B towards up. Okay, let's call it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from B towards left, okay, so again divide this line into 4 parts. Now likewise what we have done for this AD section, we will use the same 1 2D, 2 2D and 3 2D lines. Now passing through point number C, starting from point C through 1, I will draw a line which will cross or intersect line 1D. Now again through C, point 2 till 2D. Okay, from C through 3 this point till this 3D line. Okay, now again we will have these points which we can say that it is equals to point number P1, P2 likewise. Okay, what we have done towards up, we will same reflect here. Okay, to divide this line into 4 parts. Now I will draw these horizontal lines joining these points 1 1, 2 2, 3 3 and 4 4. Okay, now using roller scale I will reflect these points inward in downward direction. Okay, so for this point 1 till this 1 1, 2 2 2. Okay, for this point till this 3 3 line, likewise here. Okay, towards left of this minor axis. Okay, so this is how we can complete our ellipse by this rectangle method. So in next lecture we will see a focus directrix method. Thank you.